Okay, am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Anybody there? Hey, do me a favor. And if you are watching right now, do me a favor and let me know if you can see me. But it shows that I'm streaming. Looks like everything is good to go. So if you are on and you're watching from Facebook, oh, you know what else I have to do? Hold on. No. Okay. Well, that kind of bums me out. Let me see here. Everybody there? Oh my goodness. This was so much fun coming out here, and hopefully everybody can watch. Sending data. Okay, so Facebook is about to go live here. I'm going to send it over to X as well. Okay, so it looks like I am currently streaming. So what I wanted to do, you can see right there, that's where I am right now. This is where I am on, oh boy, I hope I'm on. Here's what I want you to do, folks. If you're watching right now, do me a favor, okay? Do me a favor and let me know that, okay, so Debbie is saying good morning. Debbie, hey, could you do me a favor and let me know, number one, if you can hear me, and number two, obviously this is on, so you can watch this and see it. All right, looks like we're kind of populating here and get people back on. I apologize if you were on and then you kind of lost me and all that kind of stuff, but now we are back up and running. Here you can see I'm on the side of the Sundial Bridge here, so kind of on the other side of the river. So this is where they're going to have the Bandaloop. So you might be able to see closely. If you look closely, you can also see the moon. But you see the main wires, which are on the right side there. But you can, if you look closely, you'll see some other cables and wires that they set up for the Bandaloop show. So it looks like we're good. Thank you, Debbie and Tracy, for letting me know that everything is all good and we're up and running. So yeah, that's where I am right now. They're getting ready for Bandaloop. That guy over there, he was supposed to be my interview, but he's got too much going on here. So I don't have an interview this morning. I was hoping to have somebody, and maybe I'll run into somebody important who I might be able to pull away here, but there you have it. So that's where I am right now. I am alive at the Sundial Bridge. Of course, you know the big thing going on right now is to celebrate 20, celebrating 20 years of the Sundial Bridge. But it's hard to believe it's been going on for about 20 years now. And you know, you think about even just 10 years ago, they did to celebrate 10. They celebrated 10 years. And 10 years ago, they had Bandaloop here as well. So to kind of keep that tradition going, 10 years later, here we are 20 years for the anniversary, and they have got Bandaloop coming out as well. So that'll be fun. That's going to be at 9:30 this morning. Now, if you can't be there, no need to worry. I will be here and I will broadcast it live on my Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, from Facebook. Basically, if you're watching it, wherever you're watching this from, you will be able to watch the live Bandaloop show at 9:30 this morning. At 9 o'clock, they'll be closing the bridge, but then after the Bandaloop show, they will reopen the bridge at 10:15 this morning, and I'm literally looking at the sign that has all of the pertinent information right there. So that is kind of the situation right now. That's why I'm out live. Someone had recommended last week that I come out here and do this live because it's a big celebration. So here we are, and we are doing it. So tell you what, let's get to the forecast now. And here's the thing, and we're going to be getting into this a little bit later here, but there has been a lot of buzz going around here about some massive heat next week. Now, let me just kind of discredit some information or help to clear things up a little bit. Number one, yes, it's going to be hot next week, which is why you see in your map here a heat alert, an excessive heat watch for the areas kind of in that purplish color there, or reddish color, deep red, let's put it that way. What color do you think it is? Anyways, it's an excessive heat watch for Tuesday through Friday. Now, yesterday when it was issued, it was for Monday through Thursday. What the Weather Service did is they kind of pushed it back for Tuesday through Friday. Now, here's the thing. I have a feeling they may eventually extend this into Saturday as well, because we could be looking at some more heat coming in onto Saturday as well. But highs, notice what I've got here, 110 degrees plus. We're going to get into some of the rumors about 120, 125, all of that. We'll get into that a little bit later. But one of the reasons why we have the excessive heat watch is because look at the overnight lows. We're going to struggle to get out of the 70s. In fact, there are going to be some mornings where we're going to be looking at temperatures mainly in the mid to maybe even upper 70s for those temperatures here. So that's what we're looking at here as far as those temperatures. Pretty hot out there. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the current temperatures. Right now, it's actually warmed up a little bit in Redding at about 74 degrees. So that's what I was talking about. We have a hard time recovering, especially when these temperatures are so warm in the morning. A little bit cooler to the south, but mid to upper 60s right now as you head in the valley, and of course in the 40s for the higher elevations. We're seeing some of that morning fog as we typically do here along the coast. Crescent City down to about 2-mile visibility and about 5-mile visibility out in Eureka at the current hour. Let's get you out the door this morning. If you're heading out and about, of course, this morning at 8 o'clock, probably warmer than that 73, as you saw, was pretty warm in Redding right now, but I'm expecting about low 70s there, although places like Chico probably somewhere in the upper 60s at 8 o'clock this morning. There's the fog along the coast, but that should burn off here later this morning and afternoon for most of us along the coast, but some of us may have that kind of persist and stick around for a while. The winds right now, not much of a problem, not much of an issue, fairly calm winds at the current hour, but I do anticipate later on today, even at the noon hour, the wind's not that bad. Of course, the coast, still seeing those gusty north winds, but look at Friday afternoon, this afternoon. We're seeing those winds coming in from the northwest, especially the north end of the valley and west side of Tehama County as well. All right, let's go ahead and take a look now at your relative humidity levels, and there you can see, of course, the humidity is going to be quite low again this afternoon. We're down to the single digits and teens for the valley, and not to mention in the mountains north and east of the valley. We look at the fire weather risk for today, the deep oranges indicating, of course, the moderate to high fire risk, but that's pretty typical for us for this time of the year. This is going to be something we'll see pretty much every day, and especially when we're seeing those afternoon winds begin to pick up. So there's the big picture here. All the monsoon moisture that we saw a couple of days ago, that has shifted to the east. We've got plenty of sunshine. I'm looking at clear skies this morning and a beautiful half moon right now. It's just kind of this picturesque with the sundial bridge and the moon. But anyway, there's a look at Futurecast, and you can see again, you'll notice along the coast you're seeing some clearing, but there's going to be some areas where that fog may persist, especially around the Eureka area, but maybe more sunshine for places like Crescent City, for example. All right, let's go and take a look at what it looks like today. It's warming back up. We saw temperatures in the low to mid 90s in the valley yesterday afternoon, but today I'm expecting it to warm back up. Now, the heat wave for next week, that's going to hold off until next week. Really, overall, temperatures are leveling off for the valley for the next 3 days, right around 100 degrees, give or take, for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. But notice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, temperatures just creeping up. Now, I expect Wednesday for next week will be the peak of the heat. And then the 4th of July, still about 110 degrees for Redding. But there you can see that's the case here for the valley. All right, let's go and take a look now at the coast. And, even the coast is being impacted by these warmer temperatures. You're in the low 70s for Wednesday and Thursday. Now, the inland areas, you see how we actually see temperatures leveling off there, as well as Weaverville. Low 90s actually for the weekend for Weaverville, but then we're back up to possibly over 100 degrees as early as next Tuesday. Let's go and take a look at Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains, and you can see temperatures there. Now, remember I was talking about temperatures leveling off for the valley. We're actually going to see a dip in the temperatures this weekend for the mountains before they start to go back up again. And notice for Alturas and Susanville, I've got a chance in there. There could be some thunderstorms for your Sunday afternoon. So we'll have to kind of look out for that. That could be a bit of a concern with dry lightning out there as well. So that's something we have to look out for as well. All right. Take a look at some of those cameras out there. Lake Oroville and North Forebay. Looks like we've got fairly calm winds right now in the Oroville area. We take out to Main Street in Chico. It looks like traffic is, well, kind of backed up there at a red light, but we do have the mainly clear skies out there this morning as well. Not much of a wind this morning on Highway 99 at Neal Road. A lot of times when those winds are gusty, you can definitely see the camera shaking in the wind. We take a look at Highway 44 off of Sundial Bridge Drive. Of course, not too far from there right now. Again, looks like traffic is flowing smoothly out there this morning. And do want to check out this picture here. This is Jai and Agrippa. This is sent to us by Dawn Banning. Thank you so much for sending in your picture. Love pictures of your pets. Of course, as you know, I'm a pet owner. I love my dog, absolutely love her to death. And I know everybody else loves their pets as well. Do want to remind you to share your photos from the free Weather NorCal app. Be sure to download the app for free and you will be good to go. Folks, I've got someone here waiting to speak to me. I might actually have an interview. I don't know. I'm actually doing a live broadcast right now, but would you be able to,
Sure.
who are you with?
I am Lindsay Myers. I'm the president and CEO of Turtle Bay Exploration Park.
Did Seth send you over here?
I was just coming to walk everything, but...
All right,
Seth
we'll tell you what.
would be here.
Let's get you set up. I'm a one-man band here, as you can see here. And I've got the full screen. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody, let's get you a microphone. You can take this microphone and just kind of clip it on your dress there. Okay, everybody, we have somebody. My interview that failed me is now, we've got somebody here. There we go.
Okay.
This is your professional official chair.
I love it.
There you are. Oh, please be careful.
I won't fall.
You're on the sundial part.
Okay.
Morning, Mike.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How you doing?
Good. All right, so what's your name?
Lindsay Myers,
And you are?
the president of Turtle Bay Exploration Park.
Excellent. So you're the person to have here to kind of talk about what's going on here today.
I do love what's going on here
Yeah,
today.
this is absolutely wonderful. So you think about Celebrate 10, and
Yes.
of course Celebrate 20. So we've kind of got a repeat performance coming in from Vanderloop. So what's going on first and foremost today that people can expect?
So today we have two performances from Bandaloop. So we have a morning performance and an evening performance. But people are already starting to come out. So this is great. Yeah, Bandaloop is going to be performing this morning at 9:30 a.m. Just right here on the Sundial Bridge. It's going to be amazing.
And one thing to remember though too is the bridge will be closed at 9 a.m. So
Correct.
you got to make sure you get here before 9 a.m. so you can get across the bridge to
Correct.
check out the show, right?
Yep, the bridge is going to close 30 minutes before the performance. So come over, put some lawn chairs down, and then enjoy the show.
That would definitely be a recommendation. Bring something to sit on, maybe a blanket or some chairs. I see everybody here's got chairs. Mm-hmm. How's this space going to be? Is this going to be enough space, you think?
I think so. I mean, we'll see how much of the community comes out. We do have 4 performances, so we were trying to spread the love. I believe during Celebrate 10 they only had 1 performance or maybe 2.
Bring it on for the 20. Bring it on for the 20. So of course, you got the 9:30. And then what's going on? Is there stuff going on throughout the day as well?
There is. So at 9:30, there's the first of 4 free public performances. There's a lot of free public seating. Although Turtle Bay is doing a fundraising event, if you would like to support Turtle Bay, I know you are obviously a huge Turtle Bay supporter. So
I am.
Thank you for everything you do for us.
Absolutely, yes.
Inside our companion garden, we are selling tickets to our fundraising event. You have a seated area to watch the Bandaloop show. It's a great prime viewing location. It includes...
Oh, yes, it'd be across over there.
Yeah, just right over there.
Okay.
And so in the morning, it includes like coffee and pastries and donuts. The evening performance, the tickets are includes a whole array of food and beverages. It's actually all designed off of Santiago Calatrava's biggest projects. So Santiago Calatrava is the architect that did the Sundial Bridge.
Yeah.
So in the evening show, in the VIP area that Turtle Bay is doing, they actually have food from around the world. So Greece, Spain, New York City, California, all of his large projects. And they have like a savory dish, a sweet dish, and then a cocktail that's paired with each region of the world.
What?
So it's going to be really cool. I hope people come and do that too. Yeah.
I mean, come on, you got to get on that. So where can people find information to get tickets for that?
So you can go to celebrate20.com.
Simple enough, right?
Yeah, just go there. You'll see the whole schedule of events. That's where you can buy tickets. But there is a food court area with food trucks all around the campus here at the Sundial Bridge. We're going to have a beer garden that's open to the public. So come out, reserve your seat, get some food, hang out, and then watch the show.
This is going to be awesome. So you've got the show. So there's going to be 4. Well, now when is the evening performance?
So the evening performance is going to start around 8:30, but once again, the bridge is going to close 30 minutes before the performance. So I really would recommend people getting here around 7:30.
Yeah, you definitely want to get here early.
You need to get here early to grab your spot.
Now, also be prepared for the fact that this morning will be good for the show. It'll be pretty hot by the time it's coming up, so make sure you got something to kind of keep yourself cool as well. Same times tomorrow for Saturday as well, right?
Correct, same times.
Exact 9:30 in the morning. Be sure to get here by at least 9 so you can get across the bridge, and then the other one for about 8 o'clock. All right, anything else going on that you want to kind of check out what's going on with Turtle Bay?
I mean, we're excited to have this here, and this is a big partnership. It's the City of Reading, McConnell Foundation, Advance Reading, and some other partners, and we're just all excited to put this on for the community and hope people enjoy.
This is awesome. Be sure to come on out. Go to celebrate20.com and you will be able to get all the information that you need, everything that you shared here as well. So I appreciate you coming out.
Yes.
I think it's great that you came out because I was like, oh, Seth kind of bailed on me.
Well,
And then you came up and I'm like, all right, who is this? Because I've never met you before. Have we met before?
Maybe just in passing very briefly, but I see all your time with Sharon, so.
Yeah, so maybe you were there that day when there was like some marketing group there.
Probably.
Right, okay, so that's what that was. How long have you been in Reading?
So I've been in Reading since the end of 2017.
Okay.
I actually was the opening general manager of the Sheraton Reading Hotel.
Excellent.
And then moved over to the Turtle Bay Exploration Park side last April.
That's awesome. So how do you like Reading so far?
I love Reading. Yeah, I brought my family up here. We love it. We love the lakes, the trails, the mountains. It's gorgeous.
Everything that you need. Well,
Yes.
I certainly appreciate you coming out here, and like I said, celebrate20.com, and we'll be sure to check that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of transition over to another camera here, which is my phone. I'm so professional here. Aren't you
I love
impressed?
it.
Aren't you
I am
impressed with my
impressed.
professionalism? There we
There
go.
you go.
Full screen. There we go. So this is going to be where it is. Thank you so much again.
My pleasure.
All right. You have a good day.
All right, I'll see you soon.
All right. So that's where we are right now. So she was saying at 9:30 the performance. So, but at 9 o'clock, and tell you what, I'll walk you over there. Let's walk over there. Oh, there's my wife, by the way. All right, so I'm going to walk over here. So you can see right here, it says bridge closes at 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. So if you have a daily routine where between 9 a.m. and 10:15 a.m. you go across the bridge, you won't be able to do that, right? Because, right, they're closing the bridge down. So be sure to get here by 9 a.m. Here I am, I'm right over here. Here's everybody. Look, we've already got people setting up chairs over here. They got a blanket, they've got chairs. That's the thing you want to do here, is set up your chairs. We got a guy walking his dog over here, so people are still enjoying the bridge. They've still got another hour and a half before it does close. All right, thanks to my wife. There she is, there's my beautiful wife right there. All right, so let's do this. Let's get you to, I'm gonna do the weather maps, and I'm gonna ask you, if you don't mind, could you set that up on the tripod? I've got my wife here helping me. I was a one-man band. It's not running right now, so you don't have to worry about it. All right. Oh my goodness. Here we go. We're getting there. All right. How's everybody doing this morning? All right. Good. All right. So in case you didn't know, we are live at the Sundial Bridge, and we're getting ready for some good stuff here. All right, so as you know, we've got sponsors here at Coffee with Kruger, and Coffee with Kruger is made possible by Wind River. So I don't have the script with me, so I don't have it memorized, but just go to windriver.com. You can get more information about the shows that they've got and all the good stuff that they have at Wind River. So we want to thank Wind River for their sponsorship of Coffee with Kruger and all of the great stuff that they do for the community as well. All right, let's get to your forecast out there this morning. And you can see right now it's pretty warm, but as I'm sitting here in the shade, everybody else is sitting in the shade. It's not a bad morning to start off here. And once things kind of get, the sun comes up over those trees, it might be a bit of a different story. All right, so let's take a look at your weather headlines. It's going to be warmer weather today. We saw highs in the mid 90s yesterday. As we go into today, though, that's over. Upper 90s to about 100 degrees here for the valley. Now the temperatures will level off through the weekend. So for the valley, leveling off about 100 degrees here for tomorrow, for today actually, through the weekend. A bit of a dip over the weekend for the mountains before we see temperatures go back up. But the good news is, at least through the weekend, we can look forward to some cool overnight lows, and that'll make for some more pleasant mornings. But when we get into the bigger heat wave for next week, just in time for the 4th of July, well, that's when we start running into some issues here. All right, so look at the winds right now. They're not very strong, but they are going to be picking back up as we go through this morning. And there you can see by the afternoon, those winds picking up. Now, this is a trend that I've noticed here for quite some time, for the last several weeks, is that we see those afternoon winds pick up in the valley. Look at that, over 30 miles per hour. And then as we go into your Sunday, those winds picking up as well in the valley. So that's going to create some problems here when we look at the relative humidity, because you see how low it is here for today. But actually, the humidity levels look to pick up a little bit here, between 20 and 30% is what we're looking at there. But as we go into Sunday, those relative humidity levels drop again down to the teens and into the low 20s. So what does that mean for our fire weather risk? Now, keep in mind, when we're looking at this particular map, we are looking at the combination of temperatures, humidity, and those winds. And then that's when you start running into those problems. All right, so you can see the fire weather risk gets high for all afternoons, this afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and not to mention going into your Sunday afternoon. But notice the mountains, it's not that bad. So we're not looking at high weather risk there just yet. So again, we mentioned this earlier in the broadcast. We do have an excessive heat watch. Now, yesterday it was for Monday through Thursday. The Weather Service late last night decided to extend it and actually take it from Tuesday through Friday. So what does that mean? Well, notice I've got the highs of 110 degrees plus. Still tweaking those numbers, still adjusting those numbers, because we're still a little far out to give you exactly the numbers that we expect. But there are a lot of rumors going around about 120 plus. Still too early to start projecting that just yet. But another reason why we have the excessive heat watch is those lows, upper 60s, and even into the upper 70s. So when you can't recover at night, it makes it more difficult. All right, let's talk about the rumors, what's been going around social media yesterday. And, you know, people in Chico in particular were given a big surprise when they woke up in the morning looking at their app, their native app on their iPhones. In fact, a buddy of mine by the name of Mike Graff, he sent this to me yesterday morning. And I said, oh, no, because look at what we're looking at here. Look at the very bottom of that image here. That's what the forecast was coming from the native app on the iPhone yesterday morning. It was saying not this Saturday, but a week from Saturday, it's going to be 120 degrees in Chico. And I said, what? No. All right, so here's what's going on. Let's take a look at the forecast models. And just to give you an idea of what's going on the left side there, you see it says GFS. That's the American forecast model. Look at Saturday. Look what it's projecting. 131 degrees. It's not even going to be that hot probably in the, what am I thinking here? It's the desert in the south. Death Valley. It's not even get that hot there. The European forecast model, though, look at that for Saturday. 118. Am I looking? It's kind of small for me. 118. Yeah. Oh, there we go. 118. So a big difference between those two models. So what happened with the app yesterday? Not my app, but the native app on iPhone, is it was actually taking information from the GFS and it put that on their app, which was a bad mistake. Now, apparently, I don't know, something was fixed and it's not as ridiculous now. But so these are things you have to, even if you see it on an app, you have to remember that it usually doesn't have a whole lot of human interaction. And that's why I like to promote getting the Weather NorCal app, because it does. The 7-day forecasts that you see for our area, that's all touched by me. I massage those numbers. It's going to give you an idea there, especially for the valley. All right, so let's take a look at the big picture here and look at the heat to our west and the heat to our east. Those are both building in our direction. So the cooler air that's been riding over us, keeping us cooler, if you will, that's not really having much of an impact. So temperatures are getting warm. Now we take you into your Monday of next week. Look at that. Not only are we talking about a big ridge of high pressure building in, but look at the positioning of that high pressure. That is going to set us up for a strong north wind, and that's going to elevate our fire danger. So I'm a little concerned about our fire risk, along with the heat, the gusty winds, and the low humidity. We could be looking at some pretty high fire danger come Monday, Tuesday of next week. Now, we switch gears. We're not so much worried about the winds. Now we're worried about that heat. Look at Thursday. This is the 4th of July. That bubble of heat, that dome of heat is right on top of us. So I want you to take a look at this. See this right here? Think of a dome, okay? When you have a dome at the very center, the top of that dome, that's where you have the hottest temperatures. That's where we will most likely be. As you go on the outside perimeter of that dome, the temperatures aren't quite as hot. So that's what you hear when you hear about a dome. When the dome is right on top of you, that's where you have the hottest temperatures. On the outer perimeter of that dome, typically the temperatures aren't as hot. Still hot, just not as hot. Now look at this. Remember I was talking about there's potential that that excessive heat watch may be extended into next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but that next weekend. Saturday, even Sunday, okay? Because look at that dome of heat. This is a week from Saturday. We're looking at July 6th. So that's going to stick around at least into that weekend. So look at the temperature trend. This is what I'm seeing here. Wednesday of next week is the peak. We see a slight dip on the 4th of July and then maybe back up again for Friday, Saturday. Take a look at Mount Shasta. Not quite 100, but let me tell you, it's getting close. You take a look at Weaverville. Of course, Weaverville will see 100 degrees as early as Tuesday, 106 Wednesday, 107 on Thursday. Taking a look at Alturas, your trend there. The normal high, by the way, is 83 in Alturas. You're going to be about 10 to even possibly close to 15 degrees above average. And how about Susanville? Well, Susanville will probably see some triple-digit heat by around the 4th of July. And oh yes, there it is. Let's go to the coast, shall we? Let's all go to the coast. Let's gridlock on Highway 299 to go to the coast. Yes, we're talking temperatures actually getting warmer by Thursday, Friday. You're talking in the low 70s, so even the coast will be impacted by this heat wave, just not to the same extent. So we look at the satellite image here, and there you have it. You can, of course, see that ridge of high pressure that is beginning to build in from the west. Let's take a look at Futurecast, because, yes, there is something I need to point out here. Today, not so much. There may be some clearing along the coast, and that fog may persist for a good portion of the coast here this afternoon. Saturday afternoon still looks like a little foggy for parts of the coast here Saturday afternoon. Let's take you into your Sunday. Now this is where things get interesting. Look at the mountains, especially in Lassen and even Modoc County. Yeah, we got a potential for thunderstorms developing Sunday afternoon. Now one of the concerns with that would be dry lightning. So that's something we're going to have to watch here very closely as we go into Sunday. All right, here's a look at your wave heights for the coast. Looks like they are going to be fairly low today, and they will drop going into your Saturday. So good news if you have to be out in a small boat. There's a look at your marine forecast for your Friday. North winds at 15 to 20 knots, and there are no advisories. All right, here's what it looks like out there today, and it's beginning to warm back up. Now, as I mentioned, look at that 7-day forecast. 96 today in Weaverville, but it does drop for the weekend. We do expect low 90s for Saturday, Sunday, but then temperatures increasing again after that. And that's the same case here for southern Trinity County as well. Hayfork, you'll top out at about 92 degrees today, mid to upper 80s for the weekend. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the North Coast neighborhood forecast. And there you can see temperatures, of course, much cooler, especially along the coast. Ferndale, 62, 63 for Fortuna, and Rio Dell, about 63 degrees. Well, Blue Lake, a high of 68 and 86 degrees out in Hoopa, 76 in Gas Key. There's Orleans with a high of 91. So there it is, Crescent City. You're getting up to the low 70s by Wednesday. There's a look at your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. Look for a high of 91 for Horace Creek, 90 out in Hornbrook, and Gazelle about 89. 88 degrees for Callahan as we look at Scott Valley. Those temperatures in the mid 80s through the weekend. Back in the upper 80s, low 90s as we go into Monday, Tuesday. Here's your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast, looking up to the north and east in the low 80s up to the north and east here. Modoc County's low to mid 80s for your daytime highs, and there's that chance for showers and thunderstorms Sunday. Okay, it shows that I'm streaming again. If you could all please in the chat. Looks like I lost some of you, unfortunately. Let's see here. Let's refresh it. Couldn't load that page. It shows that I'm going. I'm going to go ahead and see what happens here. Couldn't load. Click here to retry. Let's see if it loads up. For some reason, here we go. All right, if you all could do me a favor, someone let me know if it's still I'm back. Okay, thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. So for some reason, it tried to, the Wi-Fi tried to connect to my phone for some reason. Oh my goodness, now it's saying I lost connection to something else. I'm not concerned about that because I've got that going up and running. So we're good there. Okay, how's everybody doing? Looks like we've got Wi-Fi back up and I'm back. Jay is saying I'm back. It looks like I have audio. It looks like everything's good. All right, so as I was interrupted, we will finish the forecast here. Let's get that going. And boy, what a drag. You gotta hate it when that kind of stuff happens. Let's see if it loads back up. It's not. So let me just load this back up here. There we go. There we go. All right, let's take a look at Lake Elminor, Lassen Park. There you can see those temperatures. There's that chance, as I mentioned, by Sunday afternoon, the chance for those thunderstorms. Your eastern mountains forecast. Of course, there you can see those temperatures are also going to be dropping a little bit over the weekend, going back up for next week. In your valley neighborhood forecast, well, of course, this is the big story because this is where the hottest temperatures are going to be. Now, as I mentioned, temperatures today, tomorrow, and Saturday are going to level out at around 100 degrees before we start to see that bigger increase. As we look at your 7-day outlook for Redding, there you can see, of course, we are looking at temperatures increasing after Sunday. 104 Monday, Tuesday. So the day before 4th of July, Wednesday, 112 degrees, 110 degrees for the 4th of July. So this is just bad news, right? We don't want temperatures to be that hot during these big events, but you've got to find ways to stay cool, all that good stuff. All right, let's get you to the webcam. Hey, Sadie, if you want to sit down, maybe we can chat. You want to chat and talk about what's going on here today?
Sure.
What? What did you say?
I said sure.
Oh, I thought you said another word. So my wife Sadie here. Let's see if we can be careful because it's been doing some weird stuff here. Here, I'll move my. See, I know, right?
It's a little uneven on the grass.
So you're, yeah.
Okay,
So just be
there we
careful.
go.
All right, and I'll kind of do this. Oh, there you go. Here's your microphone.
You can hear me.
All right. So everybody, you can hear us, right? Can everybody hear us? Yay, yay. Hopefully you can hear us. All right, good, good. What I'm going to do here before we do anything, I'm going to show you where we are. So we are on the other side of the Sundial Bridge. It closes at 9 o'clock this morning, so you won't be able to get on the bridge. The show starts at 9:30. So there's a grassy area that people can sit down. There are people behind me right here. There are people who have already set up kind of where I am right now. So this is where they have the big show. That's what's going on at 9:30. Be sure to check that out. All right, so we are back. I'm here with my wife. You may recognize her because now she's becoming quite a famous person here on Weather NorCal. You've been doing some ag reports. Mm-hmm. You're also getting involved a little bit more with Pet of the Week as well.
Yeah.
So how has that been for you so far? Because I've always been the guy that does this, and I'm the on-air guy, but now you're like, what? Now you want me to do some of this stuff?
Yes. Well, I love the farms. I love all of our, different places that we've been.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a treat. So I've been purchasing food from them when I did Chef at the Market years ago at the farmers market, and I said I would support them for free. I love what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so here's an opportunity for me to promote them.
Yeah.
And to showcase just how fabulous that our farmers are, how we can support them, how we can get their yummy produce.
Well, and of course, you're a teacher there over there at Chiba.
Yes.
What does that stand for again? I always forget.
California Heritage Youth Build Academy.
Okay. So that is
It's a high school.
it's a high school for older kids, right?
Well, 15 to 24.
Yeah. And you're head of the culinary.
Yes. Yes. We have a culinary
Yeah.
program and we have a construction program. And yeah, I teach
So
the culinary.
it's a lot of fun. So what's really neat that you've been doing here, and I hear all these great stories about the kids and how they're really warming up to you, and
They're awesome.
They are.
Yeah.
She absolutely loves the kids. I love hearing the stories about that. And so you actually took them out on a field trip 2 days ago, I think it was, right?
Yes.
To
yes.
the Lavinyard.
Yes.
Lavinyard Farms.
Lavinyard,
Yes. And so how did that go?
It was great. Yeah. So, excuse me, in class, on Monday, we made all the food for our picnic. And then Tuesday, we went up there and we had a beautiful picnic up in the lavender farm, harvested the lavender. And Shen, the owner, she showed us how to do cloning. So, yeah, the students had a great time, had a nice meal. Then the next day in class, we were able to make stuff with our culinary lavender. So yeah, we did.
How fun is that? She brought some.
Lavender.
I'm actually doing a live broadcast. I apologize. It's okay. So, shoot, I got off track there. Oh yeah.
So lavender cookies,
you brought those
lavender
cookies
lemonade,
over.
yeah.
And I tell you what, she brings these sweets, and I'm trying to stay away from sugar.
I was like, you got to try one.
I know,
you know,
and she tells me I got to try
half
all
a
these sweets here. Well, that's a lot of fun. I got to tell you, folks, as you know, we're celebrating the 1 year anniversary of Weather NorCal. This person right here, my wife, has been amazing support for me. All of you have been great. My sponsors, I'm so grateful for them. But my sanity, I've gone a little insane a few times. And she's kind of helped talk me off a few cliffs. But she has been so great. I saved, I think, a lot of money on psychology bills because you were able to kind of really help support me through this. So this has been quite a ride, but we are doing better, and so I just want to thank you. Hopefully, I can focus a little less on Weather NorCal and more on you.
Oh, who doesn't like that?
But yeah, I mean, even today, like just such great support because I forgot a few things in my car. So you came out from home and come over here and brought everything and all the tripod, all that good stuff. So let's see here. We got some people. Oh, Tracy Sackett saying, "Aw." Judy, of course, your Aunt Judy. Hi.
My aunt bought it for me.
She says, "Love your dress, Sadie."
Thank you.
Great interview. Says, of course, Tracy saying you can say. Jay is saying hello and all that good stuff. So we got people who are supporting you. And by the way, we're talking about the ag report, and she was talking about the Lavinyard Farms. Just go to weathernorcal.com, click on the NorCal Ag section. And then from there, you'll be able to watch all of the videos. So you can watch the Lavinyard and all the other videos that we have on there. And of course, Pet of the Week, all of that stuff you can find on weathernorcal.com. And also from your phone. You can watch it from your phone on the free Weather NorCal app. Well, thank you for humoring me and coming out on the show.
Oh, happy to, yes.
That's awesome. So we're probably going to plan on sticking around till, I don't know if you are, because I know you got things going on. We've got some family visiting here later on today. So I know you got to get out soon to go make sure everything's ready for them. But I know I'll be here until at least 9:30. I don't know if you're going to be able to stay that late, right?
Yes, and the bridge does close from 9 to 10:15.
Yes.
So you can't get over and
So
see the show unless you get here
if you
before
plan
9.
on leaving before the show, it's got to at least be by 9 a.m. If you're sticking around, you got to wait until 10:15 to get across.
Correct, yes.
Either that or swim across the river. I don't know if that's something you want to do.
Or park on the Arboretum side.
You could do that. Maybe
Yeah.
park up on Hilltop and you could
Yes,
walk
and come
down.
down.
You could do that as well. So there's different ways other than the bridge to do that. But be sure to figure that out. And make sure that you've got something to sit on. You see the people between us here? They got a nice chair. They have breakfast with them too. So they're having breakfast as well. And
I brought my drink. I got some snacks.
oh, she's
in
got
my bag.
snacks. So you are sticking around for the whole.
Probably, yeah.
Good, then we can do a fun thing because I want you all to stick around and come back at 9:30 because 9:30 is when we're going to come back and we're going to show you the show from here. So before then, we'll kind of sit down, we'll talk about it, we'll see how busy it is, and then we'll just kind of broadcast the show live, and then that'll be just a good way to wrap up the weekend. So Carl Fills, oh, Carl, how are you? So Carl is a relative of mine. He is my brother-in-law way out in Texas. and he's watching. Now, I don't know if it's Carl or if it's my sister, Nicole. Either one of you, hello, thank you for watching. How fun is that? So that's what I love about Weather NorCal. Like, anyone can watch from anywhere, so isn't that fun? So is it Carl that's saying hello, or is it Nicole?
They share an account.
They do. They
Facebook,
do that.
so
They have the shared account here. But yeah, so be sure to come back 9:30 in the morning, and we will be back live here. The ways that you can watch are on YouTube, which my brother-in-law or sister commented on YouTube. You can watch on YouTube anywhere on YouTube, from your computer, from your phone, from your smart TV. You can watch on YouTube there. Speaking of smart TVs, if you have Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, you can watch there. I have a free Weather NorCal app that will broadcast there live as well. You can also watch from your phone. Go to the free Weather NorCal app on your phone. You can watch the live broadcast there. Just click on the live 24-hour channel and you'll be able to get it there as well. And of course, you good old-fashioned weathernorcal.com on your computer. The live stream is right there at the very top of the web page, and you'll be able to watch it there as well. So be sure. Oh, it's my brother-in-law. Okay, good. It's Carl. It's Carl. So glad you could join us, Carl. Carl, come back at what would it be? 11:30 your time to watch this cool show we got going over here in Reading, the Bandaloop. This is they're gonna have 4 performances, so be sure to come out. And now you won't be coming out, but if you could come out here at before 9 o'clock so you can get across the bridge and then watch the show at 9:30, be sure to do that. Well, tell you what, we are gonna wrap up the show this morning and just kind of get back, relax. I see they've got drinks. We'll have to get some coffee. I have to buy her some coffee, and I'm sure buy her dinner as well.
It says beer too, beer garden.
Oh, nice. But if it's hot, supplement that with water, folks, because beer is a dehydrator, and you want to make sure that you do that. So thanks again so much for watching. I apologize for some of the technical issues. Some weird thing where in the middle of the show, it tried to connect through a hotspot on my phone. That didn't work, and then it was all gone. So I'm glad you all were able to come back and watch. So yeah, come on back 9:30. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your morning, and let's get ready for that heat wave next week. But let's not worry about that yet. Let's just enjoy a beautiful weekend before that heat wave comes back next week. Thanks again. We'll see both. You'll see both of us again here at a little before 9:30, maybe around 9:15ish or so. But keep checking on social media because we'll keep you updated. Have a great day, everybody.
North State. Composition shingles,